I will tell you that helicopters don't put fires out. People do, okay? You guys on the ground.
First at 5:30, ground firefighters learn to communicate with aerial firefighters ahead of wildfire season. Good evening and thanks for joining us for NBC 16 News at 5:30. I'm Gold Meadows.
And I'm Alan Matthews. The full day training is the first to a partnership between Weyerhaeuser and the Oregon Department of Forestry.
It brought together 20 ground firefighters and several pilots to orchestrate wildfire water bucket drops with the aim of preventing injuries to civilians on the ground and to ensure the water gets to its target.
We will say A2 whiskey inbound for Alpha Bravo. Then they will respond and say, A2 whiskey, yep, we see you. We'd like a line drop, we'd like a concentrated drop.
The correct signals between air and ground firefighters before making a water drop are the difference between making progress on a wildfire or giving the flames time to cause more destruction. The Oregon Department of Forestry and Weyerhaeuser collaborated to train 20 ground firefighters on how to communicate with aerial firefighters.
The primary focus of this training is just to build a familiarity, to all get on the same page prior to the actual fire bell going off. So this gives them an opportunity to see the equipment, touch the equipment as it were. They get a chance to talk to the pilots in person. They have a chance to ask the pilots for any kind of advice.
The training at the Springfield tree farm also covered another part of a ground firefighter's job, keeping civilians safe.
Although I'm a safe distance away from any potential water drop, I'm wearing a hard hat because a helicopter water drop could mean hundreds of pounds of water hitting the ground, depending on the size of the helicopter.
Clear out the ground, people. Make sure you're in a safe spot and you want to be away. So water weighs about 8 pounds a gallon. So 100 gallons, that's 800 pounds. So you do not want to get hit by a drop. So you want to make sure that you're clear. The ground person is going to tell the pilot when they are clear and it is clear to drop.
If they're not out of the way or the helicopter doesn't communicate properly to them, their direction of flight, when they're going to drop, people could potentially get hurt on the ground. The other thing is that we can't control the fire.
During the training, the pilots pulled from 2 water sources to make drops as requested by the trainees on the ground.
As a ground firefighter, we're kind of the eyes on the ground for the helicopter. Their view is definitely not as good as our view on the ground, so we're able to identify hazards that they can't necessarily see all the time, comfortability with the pilot, and just building that relationship between the two of us, making accurate and safe drops.
One helicopter, the Type 2, held 300 gallons of water, and the other, a Type 3, held about 120 gallons.
Weyerhaeuser, which provides the helicopters to ODF during wildfires, tells us helicopter types are based on the amount of water it can hold and its lifting capability.